Welcome back to Swish Happens. It's been a long time, but we are back for a very important episode. It is an emergency. Before we get into that, let me introduce you to Will. Reintroduce you to Will. And we have Amaan joining us today. And what we have in common today is that unfortunately we are now all Lakers fans.
Hate it more than anything.
So I want to hear raw reactions. Starting off with Amaan, what was your raw reaction when you got the Shams notification that we all thought was AI?
Okay, so first, right, I looked at the account to see if it really was Shams. Because, you know, like, NBA Centel, all that, like...
Charms.
Yeah. I was like, I get Centel. Like, I'm looking like, is it real? And then, like, I'm like, oh, it's real. So, AD is my favorite Laker. Like, I got a poster of AD. Like, AD's, like, really my favorite Laker. And apparently, he was here today. I'd seen the video today. He was walking around, what was it, Pearson with the red courts? Yeah, him and Spencer Dinwiddie. Like, why did I not know this? Like,
that's crazy.
So, but yeah,
AD,
exactly. So AD's my favorite Lakers. At first, I'm like, no.
So you're a Lakers fan, right?
Yeah. So I'm not a player fan. I'm a Lakers fan first and foremost, right?
Okay.
So I'm like, no, why they trade AD? Like no, like they did him dirty. Did he want out? Who do we get back? Da da da. And I look, and I'm like, oh, we got Luka. And I'm like, oh. You know, it's a business. You know, at the end of the day, it's a business. You know, like, it's unfortunate. AD's a Laker legend. His, number's gonna get retired in the Raptors. He got us a champion.
I don't know about all that.
He got us a championship. He's gonna get it.
Yeah, but it's the Lakers.
If Powell got it, then AD's gonna get it.
Who?
If Powell got it, then
Powell got 2 championships. Did he not?
Yeah, but AD's better than Powell.
But it's the Lakers. The Lakers don't just retire anybody.
Nah, they're gonna get AD. Only because we were so bad after Kobe left. After Kobe retired, we were awful for a really long time. And AD and Bron helped. Like, even if LeBron ends up with one chip, like if he doesn't want another one, he's gonna get his jersey retired.
Yeah, but he revived that city.
I mean, so did AD.
that team.
So did AD. AD had a part of that.
It was a co-ed.
He had a part, but he's also LeBron. You know, I feel like you got it. It's LeBron. But I get what you're
Considering that
saying.
they also traded AD, they're gonna do it too. Like even more. Like Lakers are known to take care of their stars. So I'm like, damn. And then I really like Max Christie too. Max Christie's really good.
I love Max Christie.
And he was coming into his own.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
He didn't miss a 3, I think. He was 4 for 4 from 3 last night.
He didn't miss a step.
He's so good. So, I was upset about losing Max. I was wondering why we couldn't get back Gafford. But I see we only gave up 1 pick with Jalen Hood-Schifino, who didn't play. We kept LeBron. So, we kept LeBron. We gave Luka. You only gave up what? So, essentially 2 key players, right? No disrespect to Hood-Schifino. He didn't play, right? We keep Connect. We keep Rue. We keep Reeves. We keep Reeves. That's huge. I love Austin. You feel me? And if we get Luka, like, I love AD, but we'll figure it out. We looked good yesterday.
They did look I can't lie. They look fantastic yesterday.
Excellent.
They look fantastic last night. I can't even. Fantastic.
Excellent. No issues. You feel me?
So your thought is, okay, and we add Luka to that mix. You're a happy camper.
Yes, I'm ecstatic. I'm very happy.
Okay, Will, what was your raw reaction?
So, I'm going to preface this. I am a Sixers fan, and I am a Luka fan. But I'm a Luka fan first and foremost at this point. But it was like 1 o'clock, 1:30. I was asleep, And unfortunately, I don't know, I guess I just felt a disturbance in the force or something. Because my phone was on silent, but I woke up. And my phone was blowing up. I had texts from everyone I knew talking about, oh my God, Luka, no way, did you see what happened? Oh my God, notification after notification. And I'm like, part of me is like, this has to be fake. But also, I knew that it wasn't going to be some coordinated effort to try and mess with me like that. So I was like, I knew. But I was like, it doesn't make sense. Because, for all of the obvious reasons. He's a 25-year-old star in his prime, one of the best 3 players in the world, and you give him up? And I just, it hurts, because that team was so good. And the Lakers just aren't that. They had a perfect roster around Luka. They don't have the depth or the guys to surround Luka or LeBron that Luka had last year,
I
and that's
agree.
why the
I
Mavs
agree.
were in the finals and the Lakers didn't make it to the second round.
Well,
I agree with that.
Like, that's a fact.
well,
That's a fact, bro.
If we had JJ Redick instead of him, it might have been a little bit better, to be honest with you.
I mean, sure, but the roster alone, right?
I mean, yeah.
That's huge, right? You had a roster perfect for him. You had multiple lob threats who could defend from the center position in Derek Lively and Daniel Gafford, and they both had chemistry with Luka. Luka and Derek Lively were drafted within a couple of years of each other. They were going to be that duo for the rest of their careers. You know, Luka was going to be throwing him lobs every game until they retired, and now he's gone for a guy who's in his 30s, injury prone. You say that you're
Respect AD.
These are facts.
Hey, man,
These are
respect
facts.
AD.
I have not said my opinion yet.
He's been bad. He's been better the last 2 years.
Yeah,
Last
he's
2-3
been
years
better,
been
but he's over the age of 30.
That's right.
And we know he's a big man who takes abuse. We know what happens to those guys. He's not going to get more healthy.
Look at Embiid.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like that was a shot, but I don't know why that.
You know I'm not an NBA fan, so I want
no,
to
but it's not inaccurate. But like I know that I saw that shot. No, but so. With AD, you say that your timeline is now, but I think we can all see massive flaws with that team. Like, they don't have a lead scorer. They don't have a number one guy that can compete with the rest of the league. You can say their defense is going to be really good, which it will, but how are they going to produce? You lost the engine, the best offensive engine in the league, other than Nikola Jokic. But the best engine on your team. I just don't think you can rely on Kyrie to
in 2025.
produce
in 2025,
like that.
But I'll get to my soliloquy in a second. But thinking about what you're saying in regards to the Mavs, I like the Kyrie AD pick and roll until the cows come home with Clay in the corner.
Okay,
I think that's brilliant.
I think that's true. I think that is really interesting. But look at what the alternative. The alternative was Luka Dončić.
I mean, but even then, right? It's 2025, like respectfully, right? It's not 2019. It's not 2020, right? Kyrie's not.
2016.
Kyrie's never been a lead guy on every team that
Yeah.
Kyrie's been your go-to, your number one scorer. They never do well at all, ever, right? Even the Celtics, they did better when he was injured that year when he went to the conference finals than with Kyrie. So at that point, you know, it's like, do you trust how old is Kyrie? Like 30.
He is 32.
32-year-old,
33.
about to be 33 Kyrie. You got AD who's about to be 32. And even you look at the game yesterday when it came down to crunch time, then instead of blitz at Kyrie, and it's like, yo, someone else do something. And Kyrie's never been the best playmaker. Admittedly, Kyrie's like a shooting guard, in my opinion, in the body of a point guard. He's just really small, you know? So Kyrie's
But
never
it worked in Dallas.
It worked
because you had Luka. You had a
Exactly.
playmaker. You had someone who could play make. Kyrie, nah, it's not going to work. And AD is not somebody that can get his own bucket consistently. Like, and that's one criticism I always had about AD. AD doesn't have, defensively, he has that dog mentality.
Yeah.
But offensively, he's not going to be like, yo, I need a bucket, I'm going to go get it.
That's the problem.
You need to set him up. You know, you need a point guard. He was always great with Russ. When the Lakers sucked with Russ, Russ helped out AD because he was still helping him out. You know, Russ is still a good playmaker. You know, he can't shoot that much anymore or stuff like that. Not as efficient. We can talk about Russ all day. But he can still play make, right? And with the Mavericks, who's your primary playmaker?
Yeah.
Kyrie.
Yeah.
We'll see how far that takes him.
Yeah, I agree with the AD point because
Not the finals.
AD will have a mouse in the house and will fade away.
Yeah.
Or shoot a jump shot. I'm like, if you don't go,
Go to the bucket.
man. So AD pisses me off in that respect. A lot for sure. So let me get my soliloquy out the way. Okay, let me exhale. And let me hear y'all bite back. Because,
Start with your fandom.
okay, I'm going to start with my bias. I'm coming from the perspective of a LeBron fan. F the Lakers.
Agreed.
F the Lakers for many reasons. As a LeBron fan, first of all, I was in LA when this popped off. So I was sitting in LA eating my oxtail platter. You know, I love me some oxtail. Eating my oxtail platter. LeBron was at dinner as well. And we
You were sitting across from each other?
you know, NDA. So we both look at our phones and we're all shocked at the news. And my initial reaction wasn't through the perspective of a Lakers fan. It was through the perspective of a LeBron fan.
How does this affect LeBron's legacy?
Yes. Because at this juncture in LeBron's career, everyone knows, including the Lakers organization knows, LeBron is still trying to win. LeBron is still trying to win at least one more. Mm. And for me, it wasn't just the move, it was the way they did it. In no world, I'm sorry, I don't care. In no world do you go and take away the guy that LeBron won a championship with, proven to work, proven he's a champion. There's no way you trade him without communicating that to LeBron Raymond James, who is arguably the greatest basketball player to ever live. Arguably. He's at the end of his career. There is no way you do that without speaking to him. What that move told me is that the Los Angeles Lakers never gave a damn about LeBron James. Let me get it off. Because context matters. Context matters. If y'all really care about that man winning, you don't take away with AD. You don't take away AD and put Luka there. Because I'm sorry, Luka and LeBron won't work. It won't work. I hate it. Luka and LeBron are the exact same player. The reason why Luka and Kyrie worked, yes, they're both ball dominant, but Kyrie's a different ball dominant. He's quicker. Luka's a little bit more stationary, no shade.
50, 40, 90.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? But LeBron and Luka, I think, are too similar. And so, yes, you could build around Luka and Kyrie, but I don't think you can build about Luka and LeBron because, number one, defense. Who are we defending? We won't be able to defend an ant. We can't defend.
Yeah, Ant's going to cook it. Us.
Yeah, and what the Lakers did is, which I understand from the Lakers' perspective, Amaan. Amaan the Laker. I realize y'all chose the future of y'all organization. I get it. I understand you prioritize the future of your organization, but you didn't consider LeBron Raymond James. And for those reasons, I need LeBron to pick up his stuff and walk at the end of the season. I think it's time to get out of the La La Land. He has to go because they showed me they never valued the man. They never. I'm cool. Okay, the move is fine, but it's the way they did it. You cannot tell me they would have did that. I almost cussed. You can't tell me they would have did that to Kobe. They wouldn't have did that to Kobe.
I got so much to say.
They wouldn't have communicated.
Well,
that's a different situation.
And one thing though,
but still, think about the legend.
Look,
the guy.
LA ain't never gonna love Bron like Kobe.
And I understand that. I understand that.
But I'm gonna disagree respectfully. Right, this gives LeBron the best chance to win the chip.
Absolutely
I'm gonna tell you why.
Absolutely
right?
not. Absolutely not.
That team, that Lakers team, right, with AD and them, they hit their ceiling. I'm gonna be honest with you.
They did.
Even if they traded, first of all, it's no bigs right now that's worth 2 firsts, right? And that was the big thing. Walker Kessler, he's good. He's not worth 2 firsts. Nick Claxton, I'm not trading a first for you, right? Mm-hmm. And in the current context,
might
right?
trade a first for Nick.
A first, but even then, it's like, okay. Even if the Lakers added, let's say, who's a dream big you would want in the Lakers right now?
Miles Turner.
Even if we get Miles Turner, is that a guaranteed championship for you?
No, because it's not enough.
Not enough. So then that's my point. Like, even if we make those trades and we give up those first, if we get Miles Turner, we got to trade those 2 first. Maybe another player. So let's say Ruby's gone, Reeves is gone, somebody's gone.
I'm fine with that.
That's not enough to win a championship.
Yeah, but that's not a championship team if you get rid of all those players.
It's not.
I mean, they're already not a championship team, but they get way worse if you give up.
I'm going to be honest with you. If the Lakers don't get a big at the trade deadline, they're not a championship team right now. Right?
I mean, I don't see them getting a huge, like...
If they get somebody like Nick Claxton, right? Rob Williams.
Oh,
right?
I do not like that at all. I don't like that at all.
Anybody's better than Jackson Hayes.
But he can't stay healthy.
Anybody's
better
than Jackson
Hayes.
Hayes.
It's like having a bead. It's like, how are you you can't rely on this guy to be, we need a center, let's go get a guy who's never going to play for us.
Let's just say, right, let's just say the Lakers get a center, any center, and they don't have to give up Reeves, Rury, right? Mm-hmm. They can make a run this year. 100% they can make a run this year. Because look, LeBron has been wanting to play off ball since he was 2022. That's why they got Russ. Mm-hmm. LeBron tired of being a primary playmaker on the Lakers, right? So while Reeves has stepped up as a playmaker, that's not really his bag per se. He can do it. Reeves can do it, but Reeves, he's an effective scorer, right? Mm-hmm. If you get Luka as, like, I don't think Luka can play off ball. I think LeBron can play off ball. If you just need LeBron to be a cutter, he can, and then LeBron's probably the best shooter he's ever been.
LeBron doesn't have the legs to cut. Like, he's not 2018, 2017 Bron.
And then he can still shoot.
He'll be back to basket. That's what's he gonna have to play.
I mean, I saw him throw it down the other day. He was going crazy on the Knicks. He had that crazy dunk on the Mavs a couple of weeks ago.
In spurts,
But
obviously.
also, I want to get to a point, like, they wouldn't have done this. They might have done this to Kobe. If Kobe was 38 years old, 39 years old, and a 25-year-old LeBron James was, and the Miami Heat were calling you like, hey, you're the only team we're talking about, and we have a 25-year-old LeBron James. Or the Thunder call you, we have a 25-year-old Kevin Durant. We have 25-year-old Steph Curry.
We're going to trade Powell.
Exactly. You do that every time.
Shoot.
You can't ever say no.
Kobe traded Powell for Chris Paul.
If you tell these players, like, no shade, but it's like you can't risk this getting out, because as soon as it gets out, the whole league's after you, right? And then you have a disgruntled star, and the whole thing gets. You don't guarantee that you get the player, right? And from a GM's perspective, if you have a dude who's 31 and you can trade him for a top 3 player, an MVP candidate who's 25, you have to do it. And, like, there's really no other option. And that, like, I think, what's his name? Rob Pelinka, he fleeced Nico Harris.
He did.
And seriously, he talked him down for more picks and players. And it's like, and you got one of the best players in the world. There's, like, I'm sorry if LeBron doesn't like that. You have to make that deal.
I'm gonna be real too. I think LeBron is ecstatic right now.
I don't know about that, and I don't know if Luka's ecstatic, because I watched that press conference and
why
that
would
man
Luka be? No,
he sounded depressed.
Of course. Like, here's something about Dallas that you guys might not know. So, like, obviously we all know Dirk. He spent his entire career there. They have a statue out front of the arena of Dirk doing his famous fadeaway. And it says, loyalty never fades away. Which fade away is pretty nice. And it's like, this was, if you're a Mavs fan, you see this kid get traded, you go out of your way to get him in the draft, comes over from Slovenia, another European kid just like Dirk. And somehow, miraculously, their careers overlap, where Dirk's last year is Luka's rookie year. And you can see Dirk take him under the wing. You see, this is history repeating itself. We have another generational superstar. And if AD comes in and wins 2 championships, like, it's not going to mean what it would have meant if Luka stayed his entire career and only won 1.
Yeah.
Right? And so to do that to a guy, you don't even ask him. He had a kid in this city. He just bought another house in this city. It's like people name their dogs, their kids after this man. And you're just like, we're gonna let him go in the middle of the night. We're not gonna tell anybody, and we're not even gonna get a king's ransom back.
You're talking about history repeats itself. Hey man, LA, that's what we do, right? That's what we do, right? Because people always say, like, oh, you guys are delusional. You think you're going to get everybody. Put Wemby in the Lakers jersey right now.
No,
I dare you to say it won't happen.
I mean, it's LeBron,
I dare you to say it won't
AD,
happen.
Shaq, Kareem, Powell, like, it's been Wilt. It's happened time and time again. And this is part of why I think this trade was absolutely terrible for the league. Not only do I think it was terrible for the Mavericks, but I think this is, obviously, if you're Rob Pelinka, you got to make this trade.
No, this is amazing for the league.
No, wait, because if you're a player, right, you heard KD and both say this the night of, why do you have any incentive to stay with any team?
Absolutely.
You have no reason to have any loyalty.
Embiid came back the next game after this. The next day they said Embiid's warming up. Embiid's ready to play.
And Paul George. I really do think this is kind of the end of player empowerment. No, it's not. I think this is really going to kick it off in a probably worse direction, because at this point it's just like they're going to run free. They have no reason.
I think while, I'm all for the players, right? But, like, you look at Jimmy. Jimmy's wilding. Like, some players in the league, like, they do too much. Like, Jimmy's throwing hissy fits. Like, Jimmy, you're 36. You're 36, you're 35, and you're acting like you're in your prime. Like, you play like 20, he might play, let's say, 50 games in a season. About 20 of them is good, right? And then you go to the playoffs, and either you play good or you play bad. But it's like, bro, like, you're not the prize at this point, right? and you're doing all this hissy fits, and I'm leaving practices, I'm booking my own flights.
Then let me go.
But then when they try to trade him, he's saying no to the trade.
That's so true.
Like, he's saying no, like, I don't, and, well, this is all connected to something I was complaining. Personally, side note, I blame Draymond for why the Warriors are in the position they are.
I do
But
too.
even,
I do too.
like, the Warriors trade for Jimmy, he says no, right? The Memphis, I don't want to go to Memphis. Like, this ain't mad people.
Which
want
is
money,
stupid. Like,
Yeah.
that would be amazing.
I think that's a perfect fit.
Ja and, well, actually, Ja and Draymond. I don't know about all that.
But culturally
Oh.
and player-wise, I think it's
Or Draymond,
brilliant.
Jimmy.
Yeah.
I think that would actually be really good. If you could get Jimmy, Bane, if you could keep Jimmy, Bane, Ja, and Jaren Jackson Jr.,
Yeah, that's a great team.
I think that would be terrifying for the rest of the league.
It reminds me of like the Fab Five back in Michigan. I don't know if I'm telling my age, but like
Yeah.
Michigan Fab Five vibes. That's what I'm getting from that.
I just feel like, you know, at the end of the day, like, it just wasn't trading a prime Luka Dončić to a team
Anyone.
where you, like, if you're going to trade Luka, I would try to get someone, like, I love AD. You could have gotten maybe Jaylen Brown. I think you could have gotten Jaylen
You
Brown.
get Jaylen Brown and stuff.
Yeah, you could have got Jaylen Brown and stuff.
Probably could have gotten Jalen Williams and like 5 firsts.
Yeah, you could have got mad people from the Thunder. You could have maybe got Chet, honestly.
Mhm.
You probably honestly could have got Chet.
Mm-hmm.
You could have gotten,
Could have gotten Franz and a bunch of like
yeah,
that,
like
this is
there's
the
a
thing.
lot of people better than AD you could have got, and that's no disrespect to AD. It's
I
more
mean-
just because AD's older.
I mean, maybe you could have gotten Paolo.
And that's what I'm saying. That's my issue. Not, yes, the move, obviously, for LeBron reasons, but the way they did it. That's my thing, because I understand the owners, they're kind of, they were supervising in a sense. But now they're really showing that I control this whole organization, and us owners can talk without talking to the players. And that's what I have a problem with.
Yeah.
I think it's deeper than that because Jason Kidd didn't know either.
That's my thing. Like, I understand they wanted to keep it under wraps, but I think you can keep it under wraps with still communicating with the players involved.
I think
With the coaches involved.
Yeah.
I think you can do that without it leaking to Shams.
They said JJ knew. They said JJ knew. JJ
Oh.
knew. Yeah, JJ knew.
He must have.
I think if you're Nico Harrison, the reason you don't share it is because you know that, at least in the Mavericks organization, no one's going to agree with you.
It's like
The coach isn't going to agree with you. None of the
It's
players
like
are
when
going to
you're a
agree
kid.
with you.
It's
The
like when you're a
fans
kid
aren't going to
and
agree with
you're
you.
sneaking out, and you're like, "Hey, don't tell mom, but I'm gonna go to the movies." Right? Like, "Hey, don't tell mom, I'm gonna go to this party." That's literally what he did. Like, "Hey, like, hey, don't tell Jason, I'm gonna trade Luka." Like,
For real.
It's awful, and I understand your point with not trading LeBron, right? I mean, not telling LeBron, right?
Because you have to realize, and you said it, LeBron saved that damn organization when they were in the gutter. They were in the gutter.
You
You
know,
have to agree with that.
I wasn't going to disagree with that. I was going to say LeBron, I think, is probably one of the last people you would want to tell.
AD's his best friend.
Specifically, well, besides that, his other best friend, Rich Paul,
No, Rich
owns
knew. Rich knew.
Rich knew about the
They
trade.
said that well, I could be wrong about that, but they did say he talked to Rich about it. They said he talked to.
Who?
The first call
Nico?
was both of them. They said the first call was ownership. Coaching already knew. So they said ownership, coaching was cool with it. Then they talked to Rich, and then they talked to AD like, "Hey, you're getting traded." Right?
But
So I'm not
this
sure
sounds like it was after they had agreed.
Yeah, it was after the
I'm
deal was
talking
done.
about, I'm
Yeah, it was
talking about the whole
before.
build-up, like
Yes.
as you're
But
negotiating.
Rich is like a media mastermind. Like
Yes, but how is that going to affect the other players that, like, you don't... If I were a GM, I wouldn't want to start making moves like that and have someone like that know,
Because
especially with the power that he's had
let's be
over
let's be real, right?
organization.
Let's be real, right? Danny Ainge only accepted his trade. He helped it out because he didn't know Luka was coming. So let's say, okay, right? We tell LeBron. LeBron tells AD like, "Hey, I think they're about to trade you to Luka," right? Luka finds out. The league finds out. Like, yo, the Lakers about to trade for Luka. Nah, da da da. Now Danny Ainge knows I'm not helping you. You know, Danny Ainge is a Celtic.
Now, I'm not saying they need to tell him a day, 2 days before. Tell him at least before it happens.
Yeah,
Just a common courtesy.
yeah.
That's my thing. That's why I'm like, when it's showing
He
me
shouldn't
the
be
back.
finding out on the phone.
You see what I'm saying? He should be finding out at dinner like we're finding out. I think that's actually wild.
I think that's fair.
That's my problem.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's the only problem. Let me stop. That's one of the biggest problems.
Yeah, it's like there's more problems with this.
It was grimy, in my opinion. This is the grimiest move I've ever seen.
Yeah, I just don't know how. Like, that's just so disrespectful to the player, and I don't know how you expect anyone to come and trust this organization of the Mavericks.
Any organization.
Oh, no, Nico. No.
But I mean, the Mavericks specifically.
No, yeah, Nico's getting fired. Oh, yeah, he's getting fired. I call it 2 years before he gets fired.
Wow.
First of all, the Mavs are the 9th seed. I don't see them even making out the first round. Let's be real. Depending on who they play, like they play, who's the number 1 seed right now? The Thunder.
Probably.
If they play the Thunder, if they play, they might be able to beat the Rockets if they can get up there. But
I don't know.
They're not beating the Grizzlies.
I don't know if he's getting fired because you can't personally, I don't know of any GM who can make a trade like this without consulting the owner, right? So ownership was in on it, and I can put a tinfoil hat on to explain why they okayed this trade, because there's a lot of conspiracy theories about why they made this move.
They want to pay $300 million.
Well, not even. Well, there's also theories about how they are a casino family. That's how they made all their money, and they wanted to move to Las Vegas because
I did see that.
legal gambling isn't legal in Texas.
Wow.
So, and which they've tried to lobby with all of their money, and it hasn't been effective. So, it's at least going to be a couple years before they can get it back on the ballot. Anyway, the point is, it's like ownership knew, and they let it happen. So we know Mark Cuban wouldn't have made this move. Like, look at the whole Dirk thing, right? And so, if you're a player, there's no reason you ever want to go to the Dallas Mavericks. I think Kyrie's probably not going to.
Kyrie's not happy with it either.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's probably going to leave. But
Nobody's
ownership knew, like, if they knew anything about basketball, which is entirely possible that they don't, it's very clear what happens when you make a trade like this. So it's like, I can't imagine he's going to get fired if they knew what they were doing. But I guess if they knew what they were doing, they never would have traded Luka. So.
What's your biggest issue with it? Besides, like, not telling LeBron?
My biggest issues with it from a LeBron fan is just the whole trade to me just demonstrates a lack of value and respect for what LeBron James has done for that organization. And the lack of consideration for his career, because I thought they never had. LeBron told you what he needed. He needed a center and he needed shooters around him. He hasn't gotten any of it. And so that coupled and packaged with that tells me everything I need to know about the Los Angeles Lakers organization, because you know who they value the most? Kobe. And I feel like they don't want LeBron threatening that legacy by getting more and more rings with the Los Angeles Lakers.
I don't think
I feel that.
I don't think they're purposely jeopardizing their
chances.
chances.
I do. I always have.
I would agree with you. I don't think they're jeopardizing LeBron for Kobe. I think, first of all, I get this argument with my brother all the time. LeBron and AD is at fault for trading for Russell Westbrook. Let's make that clear.
I agree with that. I agree with that.
That's on them too. For
I agree with that.
Russ,
I do.
Right?
I agree with that.
They ended their championship window for that year, right?
They did.
Darvin Ham was seen as a good hire at the time. Like when we got Darvin Ham, like nobody was complaining. Like,
So was Monty Williams.
Yeah, like at the time, it seemed Darvin Ham just ended up being buns.
Just like Monty Williams.
It is what it is.
We didn't see it coming.
If we traded AD for like picks, then I would agree that's some sabotage, right? If it was just like AD for like 4 first-round picks and like Maxi Kleber, I'll be like, what are you doing?
Instead, you got the best player.
Or say they traded AD for Kyrie, I would be irate. If they traded AD for Kyrie, I would really consider being a Lakers fan. Like I would really consider being a Lakers fan. Like it would be like, I'm not watching NBA no more. But because it's a future MVP, future Hall of Famer, 5-time All-NBA, been playing for 7 years, Luka Dončić, amen. And I think if you're LeBron, LeBron really likes Luka.
He loves Luka, but I don't think it fits. That's my issue.
I think
right now it doesn't fit.
I would say the Lakers weren't going to win a championship this year.
We
they weren't
aware.
going to win one next year. So
I don't know about that. If we built using that LeBron formula,
yeah, but I just don't
think
think that was going to happen. And so I think this sets you this gives you the biggest step towards moving forward into a new championship window, because the formula as it was, I don't think was going to be effective in getting to the ultimate goal.
Yeah, because I'm going to be honest with you. I was against trading both first. I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't want to do it. So I feel like you only do the first if you think you're going to championship. Now, you trade the first because you have Luka. Before, it's like, okay, let's trade 2 first for Miles Turner. That doesn't give us a championship, right? It doesn't, maybe like right now, like with the current team with AD, maybe we get to the second round. If we get a good center, then we probably get to the second round. Let's say we traded for Gafford. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe y'all got Derek Live.
Maybe we get to. I'm saying like we traded for them without Luka.
Yeah.
Maybe we get to the third round. Like the conference finals. Maybe, but with Luka, it's.
You might get to the conference finals already just because of Luka.
This team,
I disagree.
This team,
you have not been watching enough Mavs games.
I have, but I think about playing styles.
And we got the defenders. Vando's back, and Dorian Finney-Smith.
We got 2 defenders.
I mean, you can only play 5 people at a time.
And
LeBron and Luka plus those 2, all you need is a center.
And I'm
that
going to be honest
team
with
is
you.
going to be one of the best
I'm gonna be honest
offensive
with you.
teams.
Reeves competes.
He does
Reeves
compete.
competes.
Not on the defensive end, but he competes.
No,
on
yes,
the
he
offensive
does.
end.
He tried. Like
He does the best he can.
Oh
He
my
makes
God,
effort.
he tried.
Remember when the Lakers played Curry and them in 2023? And Curry did have a good season. I mean, he had a good series, but Reeves did a good job on him. Like, it's just, you can't ask Reeves to do both. He's not going to be a good defender and good offensive player.
Exactly.
I mean, but he just needs to hit open shots if Luka's there. Like that.
So now
like,
he can defend a little better.
I really, maybe I'm just super biased, but I really don't think people recognize just how big of a floor raiser Luka is.
Luka's fantastic. He's one of my favorite players in the league, and that, I need to say that he's one of my favorite players in the league.
If you take Luka out that Mavs team, they're not getting to the finals last year.
No,
They're not
absolutely
getting
not.
to the conference finals 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Like he has done like I really think that.
Oh, people forget about that too.
Yeah, and I mean, people remember what he did to the Suns.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And it's like, and look at what he did his first playoff series against the Clippers, and the next year, it's like, even though he didn't win, because he was like a second-year, third-year player,
He
it's like he was
Clippers.
dominant, you know? And so I really think he's going to be, like, he will make that team work at least to get past the first
The
round.
Lakers get a center today or tomorrow. Conference finals at least. Boogie.
I disagree.
I agree wholeheartedly.
I disagree wholeheartedly. I want to leave y'all with this food for thought, okay? So, I have never seen on a LeBron team, on a team LeBron is on,
Someone better than LeBron?
no. Not someone better than LeBron, but someone take the keys.
Keys are snatched.
But the thing is, I haven't seen it.
Well,
Just wait till he plays.
He told AD, he was
He's
like,
here,
take it, bro.
That's
And he's just like, nah,
He was like,
I'm
yeah.
chilling.
He's like, nah, man, you got it, man. I don't want to mess it up.
Luka's like, give me that.
Listen, I'm gonna say LeBron has been willing for how many years now for AD to take the keys, but he hasn't taken them. So my thing is, we just gotta wait to see it because I have yet to see it, and
Do you have any doubts that Luka's not going to come in and be like, this is my team now?
I have to see it to believe it. I do. I have to see it to. I think he will, but I have to see it to believe it because I haven't seen it. Even with him on the bench yesterday, he's still processing, mind you. He's still processing.
Grieving.
He's grieving, but he barely clapped on that bench. And
Bro, he
were
doesn't
cooking.
know these people.
But
But it's his team hooping.
Bro,
This
this
team cooking.
is okay. This is his team. He just left his family. He was ripped away from them,
That's
and now
true.
now he's just supposed to be like, I'm
Like,
super
could you
happy to
like,
be here.
Like, I could imagine it's like one day, like
He doesn't
hey,
even have a new house yet.
It's like, hey, bro. By the way, you're a Rutgers student now. I'm like, wait, what? Like, hold on, pause. Wait, what
All
is
your
this?
stuff's in a box.
Yeah, like, hey, man, like, yeah, like, I mean, wait, hold on. I thought Temple was my home.
Right.
So you can understand, like, oh, okay. And Rutgers is also another good college. It's like, not LSU. Lakers is an excellent franchise.
Yeah.
It's just like, you know, like my heart is in Dallas. Like my heart would be in Temple. It's just, I understand it's gonna take him a little bit, but even like you saw the press conference, he was like, "Yo, Luka's training staff. Now they're part of the Lakers."
Yeah.
One thing you can say about the Lakers, hey, they gonna take care of you.
That's true.
If you the guy, listen, LeBron been getting max extensions every year since he's been a Laker, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he's still playing at that level. Yes, they got his son, and Bronny's good, by the way.
That's true.
Bronny is good.
Say that again.
Bronny
Tell
is
Karen.
good.
All
Bronny is
right.
good.
All right, calm
When you say
down.
he wasn't,
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I've not really been grinding that LeBron James Jr. tape.
Look, he's been.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
he's not been on my.
He's been in the
priority
G
list.
League doing good, but I think Bronny, like the Lakers drafted Bronny. I think them drafted Bronny like for LeBron to say, "Hey man, like I'm gonna rock out with you," right? And I think also, like I said, I agree with Will. I don't think that AD would have won a ring and LeBron would have won a ring for the rest of their career. And I love the Lakers. I would have hoped. I think 2023 was their best chance to win another one. And Darvin Ham is an idiot. And I think 2024 was another good chance. Darvin Ham tricked off like 17 games because he wanted to play my career and change up lineups. Like, what are you doing? Just,
my career is crazy.
like this, and he has like I don't know what him and Torian Prince got going on. Like,
Bro,
it's weird.
I mean, hey, he's been lighting it up from 3, but it's like he was way too into him.
It's weird. It's weird.
But hey, Darvin Ham he has won the in-season tournament 2-0.
Greatest in-season tournament coach of all time.
Fair.
Absolutely. But no, I agree with the Darvin Ham piece, but maybe it's my delusion and my bias, but I have seen the LeBron formula work for 20 years. And when he has the pieces that we've been begging for the since 2020, it works.
You gotta remember, this is the worst version of LeBron we ever seen.
LeBron, I don't think I agree with that. This is different.
We've
This is
seen
LeBron.
a worse version of the LeBron than
This is a different version of LeBron.
I'm sure, but this different
for his
version
standards.
is also
I'm saying for his
worse.
standards, it's like Bucks Brady was amazing, but it was the worst Tom Brady we've seen, right? And it's different because they both like only those two are comparable because they're older playing at a high level. LeBron on the Lakers is still amazing, still a top 10. But when has LeBron ever been less than top 5 in his whole career? Besides like his first rookie year, maybe like his first like 2-3 years.
He's
maybe?
slower than he's ever been. He's a worse defender than he's ever been. You know, he's like
Not as explosive. Like, this is the worst LeBron has ever
he's
been.
still one of the best in the world. But when you're comparing him to himself, it's like there has to be.
This is the least athletic he's ever been. That's the only thing I'll say.
So that has such a massive impact on his
I
game.
will never call my guy. I would never compare my guys talking about he's worse. I think this is just different, and this is the least athletic that we get. In other areas are more refined.
Fair enough. I just think
I've seen this guy make passes this year that I've never seen him make. In my
I think Luka.
you're about to see some crazy passes.
I think
Oh my
Luka
God.
is like if LeBron was a lazy defender. A less athletic,
Okay.
worse defender version of LeBron.
I can see
But
that.
I honestly think Luka is a better offensive player than LeBron. I think
Today.
So. Yes. I think Luka is a better offensive player than LeBron. I think Luka is a better shooter than LeBron. And I think Luka is more skilled than LeBron. You look at prime LeBron, before Miami at least, LeBron was beating people off of athleticism and pure, like, raw ability, right? And that's still talent in itself, right? But LeBron at 25 wasn't as skilled as Luka at 25 is. It wasn't until how old was LeBron in Miami? Like 28?
27-ish. Yeah.
That's when LeBron, I feel like that's when he started coming with the post fades and you
Got
know,
that
like
training with
yeah,
Heat.
like now he's really a reliable shooter from deep. Like his bag got deeper
and more fried. Yeah.
This
yeah.
is like if LeBron had his current bag at 25, he didn't. Now, granted, Luka's not blocking off the backboard and a lockdown defender.
Yeah, it's a little different.
Yeah, but offensively, if we're talking just offensively, I think this version of Luka is better than LeBron offensively. At least when LeBron was this age, maybe ever. Right, as far as a peak for peak as an offensive player, strictly offense, not as a total player. Because to be a better player overall, you got to play defense. Right, LeBron's one of the best defenders ever. Right, so I'm not saying Luka's better than LeBron, prime LeBron, but I'm saying just strictly offensively.
His offensive bag.
Yes.
Okay.
Like ability to score, and even I'm not gonna say Luka's
The creation.
Would you think Luka's a better passer than LeBron?
I think at making passes, yes, but when it comes to like, I think.
Piss me off.
I mean, Luka.
I think LeBron's
Luka,
the best passer next to Magic.
Luka makes.
Okay.
Luka's out here. He makes a lot of flashy passes, and he wants to make the flashy pass.
Uh-huh.
LeBron will set guys up in ways where it's like, I don't need to make this flashy pass. I can just make the right pass, you know, and it might not look as nice, but he's also not as creative of a passer. Like, I've never seen, and maybe I just have missed it, never seen LeBron do the behind the back, like shake, make him think that you passed it, and then put the shot up. Like, I see Luka do that all the time. I see him throw it between guys' legs, behind his back. I just don't see that from LeBron. So in terms of how creative, I'd say you gotta give the edge to Luka, but I don't necessarily know that makes him better.
To add to that, LeBron never played with an MVP level player. By the time he got with D-Wade was on the end of his career, so was Bosh. Kyrie never was an MVP level player. AD.
He's the closest. He's the closest.
He's
the closest. And that was 2020 AD.
AD is the closest, right? And I think this year's version of AD and last year was really good. I think 2019, 2020 AD was really good too. That AD is still not better than Luka. Now, well,
No.
and because even I would say 2018 AD when he was on the Pelicans is the best version of AD. Now we got 2018 AD with LeBron, 2017 AD with LeBron. Yes, I think it's the best player LeBron's ever played with.
Easily. And this is the first player LeBron's played with who's just been flat out better than him.
And I think the biggest reason why the Lakers said hell yeah to Luka is because you're biased.
No,
But-
see, like if it was Anthony Edwards, if it was Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, if it was Chet Holmgren, if it was Paolo, you just say yes. Not all of those. Maybe not Paolo, but Ant and Shai. I feel like guys that young, that talented.
For Ant, I don't know how excited I would be about trading AD for Ant. I'll be honest with you, because I don't think Ant and LeBron will work as good. Because Ant's nowhere near as a good shooter as Luka.
And Ant hasn't really proven much to me.
That's fair.
But
I mean, Shai, like a guy who's
not even
MVP
him.
count.
Not even him.
I'm not the biggest Shai fan, just personally.
That's NBA Twitter propaganda.
I'm not.
It's NBA Twitter propaganda.
But in regards to my point, I think one of the biggest reasons why the Lakers said hell yeah is because Luka has something big that AD does not have, and that's a killer instinct. AD is not a killer, and that's my biggest criticism of AD. He is not a killer, but that man Luka, I cannot wait till Luka plays Dallas. He may go for 50. He may go for 60.
We might see the first 100-point game.
I was thinking that. Luka might mess around and go for 100.
You saw him drop 73 last season.
Luka
and you've traded a guy who dropped 70 in
That
the
is
game.
insane.
Is nothing.
Hey man, look, they made Luka cry. Luka gonna punish him.
Yes.
I mean,
Look, it's gonna be belt too.
Oh my God! It's gonna be
Look,
bad.
the Lake Show has never been gone. It's always been here. I'm not even gonna say we're back.
We're so bad.
We've been remain. I got my boy Will with me. Dr. G, you staying?
I don't know. TBD.
I mean, LeBron's fans.
You gonna be- look,
wherever he
At
is.
least until the end of the season.
And
Because
look,
LeBron said he's staying until the end of the
If
season.
LeBron get a ring,
You know, the thing is that's not going to happen this year, but I love how you're just so optimistic about this thing. I just think about basketball fit. That's how I've always thought. There's no way that you just think it fits right now.
when LeBron retires, are you gonna remain a Laker fan?
And the thing is, I've always been a Lakers fan.
Oh, okay. So boom, we're gonna win a championship.
Yeah, we're
Give
gonna win it with
me 3 years. Give me 3 years. I say by
LeBron's gonna
2020
have affected Luka. He's gonna be on that all plant diet. He's gonna be shredded.
by 2028,
It's gonna be
by
wrapped.
2028,
The
LeBron getting 5. He may not get a Finals MVP, but that's okay. That's okay.
He will not.
That's okay.
He
He's
will
getting
not.
5. Luka getting 1. I can see LeBron taking a pay cut too.
Yeah,
I can see him taking a pay cut too.
If it works, because I think LeBron actually wants to play
This year,
with Luka.
this year he thought about taking it, and he said no.
He's
Yeah.
gonna take a.
He would have took a pay cut for
If
play.
if the rest of the season looks good, I think he'll see how it goes.
Oh, and JJ.
I think when it was AD, it's like I don't need to take a pay cut.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But when you have a guy this good, it's like okay, we can actually win a championship this year, and I don't have to be. I think when LeBron's looking at it, it's like I got to be the driving force because this guy next to me isn't gonna
And look,
carry.
It's no disrespect to your fandom of the Mavs or Luka and the Sixers. I mean, no disrespect to Sixers fans, right? This is LA. This is the Lakers. This is what we do.
It's
we
LA.
We win championships. I don't want to hear nothing about that Boston 18. They got like 8 when there was no TVs.
Right.
Like, you feel me? Like, I'm not.
I mean, Luka's about to even it up and then some.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, yo, this is what we do. Like, but beyond, like, you look at the history, every star we got, Wilt, Kareem, Shaq, Powell, everybody that we got, LeBron, AD, they all win rings. Whether it's 1, whether it's 5, whether it's 3, 4.
And also, Amaan, I don't know if you noticed, there's always been an older player and a younger player. Kobe, Shaq, Magic, Kareem. Like, it's
Even Wilt and Jerry, like,
this is a
Ron
Lakers
and
pattern.
AD.
This is a Lakers pattern. So
That Celtics Lakers finals is gonna.
Luka, look, man, we getting 19. I'll say about 2030, we getting 2 rings.
the thing is, I'll give you that. The future looks bright. I'm just concerned about LeBron.
LeBron will get 1 more, guaranteed.
I'm nervous.
LeBron will get 1 more. He could do it this year. I'm gonna be honest with you. He could, if everybody stays healthy, no injuries, he could do it this year.
I just don't think the roster is good enough.
I mean, you have LeBron and not Luka. We can get it done.
I mean, have you played the Thunder? Have you played the Timberwolves?
Right.
Like we had to play them last year.
The West-
Like yeah, it was We made it look easy, but those are good teams.
If like I said,
We
they
don't
get
have PJ
if they get a
Washington.
if they don't trade for a big, I agree. Maybe second round for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe conference finals. If they get a big, I think they can win the chip. Depending on who the big is, I think they
I
can
just
win
feel
the
like
chip.
it's like, who's going to guard Shea in a playoff series?
I just need some defenders. I'm just concerned about defense.
Dorian Finney-Smith.
DFS can't do anything. I need a perimeter defender.
Okay, who's going to guard Jalen Williams?
Oh, come on, bro.
Who's guarding Chet? Like, these are serious questions.
Come on, bro. I'm not worrying about this. Yeah, come on.
Who's going to guard Jason Tatum? Who's going to guard Jalen
Come
Brown?
on, bro. You talking about some Tatum?
Bro, I saw it. I was there last
It's a
year.
valid question. Amaan, I love your
You
delusion.
talking about Tatum, bro?
I love your delusion. I do. And you've actually helped restore my hope for next season. But this season, like,
I'm just
we're
saying, you talking about Tatum and Brown, bro. The only reason why the Mavs lost because they were too small, first of all, and
Literally
nobody could
stopped
score.
them.
Nobody could score outside of Luka consistently. They had nobody to get a bucket. Kyrie went AWOL. Let's be real. That's
I mean,
why.
yeah, because they have a great defense.
Who the Celtics got for Brown?
They have Jason Tatum. They have Jalen Brown.
They-
I'm not saying that they're going to lock him up, but they have so
Barbecue
many
chicken
guys.
alert.
They have so many guys to throw at him. They have an
I will
elite
never
rim protection.
listen.
It's just like
The Celtics would never put fear in my heart. Like the Chiefs, I'm a little nervous going into this game. I
I'm
can't
nervous
lie,
too because Patty
right?
Mahomes scares me.
The Celtics will never. The Celtics could go 82-0 and sweep everybody in the playoffs. I would never fear them. I would never fear the Celtics.
oh, don't get it twisted. I'm not afraid
I'm
of
not-
the Celtics.
I'm not even
just saying-
nervous.
Make that clear now.
I'm not even
I
nervous.
am not
Listen,
afraid.
if we
I
played
am
them-
not afraid of the Celtics.
Look, if we played them 7 games last year, we would have won. Ain't nobody scared of the Celtics and Jason Tatum. Jason Tatum stinks. He stinks.
hey,
I
you're not
agree.
going to find
I
any
agree.
disagreement here.
Jason Tatum is not that good.
I
Jaylen Brown is
agree.
not that good.
I
It's just a very
agree.
team-oriented team. Like,
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. It's like it's not when they have that depth.
And they're
right?
well
It's
coached.
going to be really
Yeah.
difficult to go against Bron and Luka.
Lakers
going
against Bron and Luka against anybody.
the King.
Against anybody. They can have this little victory lap this year, right? And this is not even delusion. I really believe this. They can have the victory lap this
I
year.
really
They
do.
may be able to. Look, we might lose this year in the playoffs, whatever. But come next year and the year after that, it's LA. It's over.
I need to see who they build around them. That will tell me everything I need to know. So I won't hang up my Lakers jersey quite yet, but I need to see how they're intentionally, because they're not building around LeBron. They're building around Luka at this point. So I want to see the
I mean,
pieces.
it's the same build.
It's the same build.
And
That's what I'm saying.
one last thought. I'm just saying. I'm just throwing out there, and I dare anybody to laugh about this.
Uh-oh.
Jokic is a free agent in 2028. Luka and Jokic are best friends.
That will be the slowest
That's
basketball team of all time.
That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Jokic is a free agent in 2028.
You just talked about Wemby, how you want Wemby.
No, Luka's gonna
Let me
leave.
like 22. He got like
Luka's
another
gonna
7 years.
leave LA in the offseason because he has no loyalty anymore, and
Yeah.
he's gonna join Wembanyama in San Antonio.
That's your
You
prediction.
rather live in
I
LA
wish.
than San Antonio?
I mean, that's closer to his house. That's closer to where he's been.
He ain't leaving LA. We don't give him the keys to the city. He gonna be out there with Kendrick performing.
Yeah.
And the thing is, he gonna fall in love with LA.
Everyone.
LA is LA. Have you been to LA?
No.
See, LA is one of the greatest cities in the United States of
Alright.
America.
One of my best friends go to USC.
LA is fantastic. So I think he's gonna fall in love with LA culture, the sunshine, the weather, the food. Once he get off of his plant-based diet, I think he's gonna love it.
Look,
So
watch. They're gonna have Luka who come out with Kendrick for one of them tours. One of them cities.
Not
can
telling
you
you.
imagine?
I'm telling you.
Can you freaking imagine?
Look, you would have thought LeBron grew up in LA the way he act like this.
That's true.
If you was born 5 years ago, you would have thought LeBron is from LA.
Because LA is that great.
Luka's gonna lose his accent too. Oh my
You can start
God.
calling people busters and marks and all that.
Well, they're gonna give him the pass.
Oh no,
I wouldn't be shocked.
nah. LeBron gotta hold it down. I like Luka, but ain't that much. Luka not that
To
much.
be clear. To be clear.
Mm.
But thanks for joining us for this episode of Swish Happens. And keep me in prayer.
Which way they gonna see?
They're alright. Any last words? Last words? Last words?
Oh, rip my boy. We're coming for the league.
The grimiest deal of all time.
Mm.